Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Enrique, aka Biggie's Comics, coming at you with this week's comic book haul. What's up, guys? I have quite a few books to show you. I have books that I picked up within the last 2 weeks on my LCS. New comic books from the last couple of weeks. I also have a couple of eBay purchases. I have some act of kindness, some hookups, and I also my CGC submission from Big AppleCon came in. Some of those I've already posted on social media, but I haven't made a video with them showing them. I know not everyone that's on YouTube is on Facebook or Instagram, so I'm still going to show them in this video. So real quick, I just want to thank everyone that joined us this past Monday for episode 26 of Chilling with the NY Warriors. By the time we have the next episode, the next show, that'll be exactly 1 year that we've been doing the Chilling with the NY Warriors. So I just want to thank everyone that showed us support, that enjoys watching the show, and we just have a lot of fun with it. Our show is not really, we don't format it, or we don't have a specific thing. It's just it's basically what the name of the show is called. It's called Chilling with the NY Warriors, chilling with us and what we do and whatever we say and stuff like that. So if there's a specific topic that you guys ever want us to talk about, just hit me up in the comments on any of my videos or any of the videos, from the show in the comments there. Just post it up, and I'll look into it. We could probably talk about it. Whatever you guys want us to, whatever you want our opinions on. You know what I'm saying? That's all. So always interactive like that. And so let me start real quick with a lot of these are newer books. You've probably seen them in other people's videos, but I always like to show what I get so you guys can know what I'm currently reading. Because my new comic book day pickups, if I pick up books, those are books that I'm actually reading. So you could just get an idea of what I'm into, which most of you already know. So you guys already know this came out a few weeks ago. Walking Dead 168. Of course I read this right away. So this comes in, me and my wife. And it was an awesome read. To me, The Walking Dead hasn't died down. The story is just as good, and I'm just as into it. I know some people say, "Oh, it's whack." To me, it's not. It's very. I love it. I'm already engaged in all the characters, so I'm really into it. It's one of the only books that I can read a lot of dialogue on, and it's okay. Because I always want to know what the next person was thinking or wants to say. It doesn't have to always be gore and action on it. For personally, in my opinion, And then this is the Pride variant. My LCS sells all variants at cover price, and every Wednesday, everything in the store is 10% off. And if a #1 issue comes out on that new comic book Wednesday, it's 20% off. So the reason I'm explaining to that, because I did get a few variants today, and all the variants, because they're #1 issues, the Batman Dark Days Forge, I got them all at 20% off of cover price. So I got them. I got them for real cheap. I didn't really spend too much money. So this book I had picked up last week. This is Bug #1 by DC. You guys already know this is like Jack Kirby's from the New Gods, his creation. They're starting to put them. DC starting to make new stories with the New Gods again. This is the beginning of it right now. This is the Bug, and they're also coming out with a new, finally a new Mr. Miracle series, which I know myself and many YC, we're really looking forward into those characters because we love those the New Gods characters. And then today issue 2 came out, so really happy about that. I have them open. If you can see, they're still, the flaps are still open because I haven't read them yet. I got a whole stack of books that I gotta read, and after this video, while this video is posting, I'm gonna try to knock out as many as I can. All right, so we have those. Then you guys already know last week DK3 finally finished book 9. I know a lot of people were saying, "Oh, it sucks." And many people, I'm sorry if y'all don't like what I say or anything like that, but many people say it sucks, but they haven't even read halfway through it to say that it's like, they just follow what other people say. You know what I mean? So the word is that it's not that great, but they all heard it's not that great. Oh, I heard, but they don't even really read it. I've read it up to issue 7 now, and I've enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to finishing 8 and 9. So this is book 9 right here. This is book 9. This is, I forgot the name of this variant. I think it's the Janice variant, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's a ratio or not, because again, like I got it for 10% off of cover price, so that's not bad. And then this is the Andy Kubert cover. So, you know, it's kind of like the recreation of that, you know, Batman 608 and the Superman 209, those other, you know, where they're standing opposite. So if you have this cover, you got to get this cover because I think they just go phenomenal against each other. And you never know, one day I probably could get these signed by one of these guys. They're, you know, Jansen or whoever. Oh, the other variant was a Jansen variant. So, you know, maybe I can get those signed one day. They'll look cool next to each other, you know. So also, All Star Batman number 11 came out today, so I picked it up. You know, I still have that run. I'm not sure if they're gonna end it or they're gonna complete. You know, if it's gonna be canceled or it's gonna be ongoing. I heard a rumor that it was gonna be canceled, but I remember it, you know, Snyder saying that it was going to be ongoing. So I'm not 100% sure. So I'll stick with it for a little longer, see what, you know, it is. I don't have a pull list. I'll just grab it because these are never sold out, you know. So I just grab them when I go. The next we have here, one that I've been reading faithfully is the Flash number 24. And to be honest, the artwork of this book to me sucks. I can't stand it. Look at that cover. It's hard for me to look at. The only thing that's saving this, the reason I've picked it up is because I have it straight through 1 through 24, which is now, and the stories have been great. The writing has been great for the Flash. I enjoy the stories a lot, and that's the only thing that's been saving. But artwork wise, ugh. All right, so next we got here, this is a Darth Vader number 1 that came out last week, and you know we talked about this in our show. Awesome read, awesome book. I read it digitally already before I got it. So you know, I went to my LCS and I picked up the regular cover today, and because you know issue number 2 came out. So I picked up issue 2. I'm looking forward to reading this one. As a matter of fact, I'm going to read this one first while this video is uploading. You know, I can't wait to find out, you know, like where he left off on issue 1. I can't wait to find out what's going on in issue 2. So I'm actually really excited for this title. You know, it grabbed my attention right away. All right. And then I picked up, of course, what came out, Dark Days of the Forge. This is the Jim Lee foil variant. Or, I don't know if it's the regular cover. Yeah, no, it's the regular cover, as a matter of fact. Not a foil variant. You can see by the barcode there. You remember seeing 101. So, the regular cover is a foil cover, but done by Jim Lee, which is awesome cover. I read the synopsis on it, and, you know, I hear it's a very good read. And I'm definitely looking forward to that. That's my second book that I'm going to read tonight. First, Darth Vader, then The Forge. So like I said, you know, it's a $4.99 price tag. I know people are like a little heavy. The book is really thick. It's done in a nice quality though. The stock seems really strong on it. And also my store every Wednesday for number 1 comes out, you get 20% off of them. And they're all cover price, 20% off. So it's pretty good. So I picked up a couple of the variants. This is the Andy Kubert variant. Finally they do Aquaman a little justice, you know. He doesn't look like a little pansy, you know what I'm saying? So I know Marky will be happy with that, seeing that. And then this is the JR, John Romita Jr. variant, which a lot of people don't like, you know, his artwork. People say it's a hit or miss. I like it pretty much because it reminds me of, I can see the Kirby influence in it, you know, the box jaw. You know, they look a little blocky, the characters, and I like that old style of drawing, you know, and he still resembles, you know, his artwork still resembles that kind of old school drawing. So I like it. I like the cover. I think it's pretty cool, you know, so picked it up, you know, got it for 20% off of cover price, so it's not a big deal. And then last but not least, I walked into my LCS today and there was a surprise signing there, you know, so that was pretty cool. Where it's at? Where is that? Oh man, I got this big Wonder Woman print that the guy gave me, but I don't have it around me. I don't know what I did with it. I put it away. Oh no, here it goes. So I met this artist. I'm gonna show you the print. This is the print that the artist gave me. It's a big print of Wonder Woman, and this is the artist that was there at the LCS. Well, he's a creator. He's a writer and an artist. Oh come on, I want you to focus so you can read the name. It's Fabrice Sapolsky. You know, I probably chopped up his name or whatever. Damn, it's not focusing. Sorry, guys. I'll show you the name in the book. Well, he gave me this print for free. He was a really cool guy. this is his creation. This is the Kickstarter edition form. This is a book that he created. It's called Intertwined, and it's basically, I haven't read it yet, but from his perspective, it's basically like if Spider-Man and Bruce Lee were combined as one, or like they had a child or something, that's how he describes this character, so he pitched it. I wanted to show support. It's a Kickstarter edition, and he was a cool dude, man. He that's the book. He signed it in the back, and as you can see, it's a Bruce Lee influence, the black and the yellow. And he did a sketch. He was like, "Yo, what's your favorite character?" And I was with my wife, and her favorite character is Colossus. So I said Colossus. So he did me a nice Colossus head sketch. On there, he signed it, and I kind of rubbed it because it was dry. It wasn't dry yet, and I fucking grabbed it with my finger, but it's okay, And then he signed it right there, which is pretty cool. And this guy was such a nice guy, and he was there with another artist, but I forgot his name. My apologies. He was supposed to give me his business card, but he gave me a digital one. He hasn't emailed it to me yet because he recognized my voice from the NY Warriors. I'm like, oh shit! So like, you never know who's watching. NY. You never know who's watching these shows. So he knew who I was and stuff, and they both want to be on the NY Warrior show. So we're gonna set up something. I don't think this episode coming up because he has a couple of more signings to do, but the following episode, 4 weeks from now, see if I get both of them on the show. They both want to do it. They asked me to be on it, so I was like, okay, But he also, the guy. Oh, here goes the guy's name. It's right there. It's Fabrice Sapolaski. That's the guy. He also had a couple of. He had a Spider-Man Noir. He did this back in 2010, and he had one of the variants there that were like supposedly hard to find. I looked them up on eBay, and to be honest, I only saw one of this variant up there, and just a regular cover. So I picked it up, and he signed it there in the bottom in silver. You can't see it too well because it's silver. He signed it in the black area. I wish he would have signed it up here, but it doesn't matter. It's not a book that I'm going to grade, anything like that. It was just something where I bought from him just to, show him support. And it was a cool cover. And I always like the Spider-Man Noir storyline. This is, issue number 1. The variant edition. So those are my new comic books that I picked up. And now I'm going to get into my boy Daryl liking the covers. You guys know him on YouTube. He was like, "Oh, am I still trying to complete my New Gods run?" Yeah, I have about 3 issues randomly that I need to get, and he found for me his LCS issue number 6. So shout out to liking the covers. He hooked me up with this book. I was missing it for my run, which is, I don't really care too much about the condition of it. It's good enough for me. I'm good because it's not a book I'm gonna slap or anything, but it's a book that I'm gonna read once I get my whole New Gods set completed, So in honorable fashion, he threw in some extra books. Just want to say thank you. You didn't have to throw in the extra books, but I appreciate it anyway. So he put in this one, which was pretty cool. This is a series. I never collected this series. This is Death of the New Gods. This is book 8 of 8. So I'm gonna probably look for the other 7 issues. And this is one of an event book from them. But what's cool about this book is that some people don't really that Jim Starlin not only did the space stuff for Marvel, but he did some for DC too. So yeah, Jim Starlin right there. Bam. Hate it or not, Jim Starlin's one of the greats. All right. So then he threw in this one here, Dark Phoenix Saga X-Men number 43. This is, I guess, a retelling of X-Men 137. The issue where it has Cyclops and Jean Grey on it. So that's a retelling. So it's pretty cool to have that. X Factor number 122. Really cool Sabretooth cover there. Pretty cool. You can see a reflection of Mystique in his eyes, skull in the mouth there. Pretty cool cover. X Factor 110. And he also threw in this one here, Atomic Angel number 1. Never heard of it, but you know what? He threw it in there free, so I'm good. It's all good. So shout out to you, Daryl, liking the covers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. The next few books are purchases that I made, and oh no, actually, the next one I'm going to show you is a hookup from Era 212, fellow NY Warrior. he this book was sold out, and he was able to pick up a copy for me. And it's the cover swipe of Action Comics #1, Superwoman #10, and it's done in the old school style where they make the like if look like if the book is distressed, which I like. I think that's a cool feature on when they do books like that. So shout out to my boy Erod212 for the hookup, or slash AOK, whatever you want to call it. So let me put these out the way. So we almost done. 15 minutes in. I know it's one of my longer videos. And this book right now, I showed this book during when I did the contest video for Doom 143, the top 50 books, but I never showed it in the hauls. I know not everyone watches contest videos, so I'm gonna throw it in here because I never added it as one of my hauls. I bought this from the Dave and Adams website. This is Detective Comics number 290 from 1961, 10-cent cover. Excellent condition. I cannot stress enough of the condition of this book, how beautiful it is. You can just tell, this ain't a book that the Mylar is making it look beautiful. This book is fucking beautiful. You can see, I probably showed this on the video, the corners on that book. I don't even like handling it too much. A little scruffage right there, but 1961, come on. We just got out of the golden age. And for this condition to be in that book, I can't wait to grade it. Can't wait to see what grade it comes back. It's gonna be fun to see, what they think it is, compared to what I think it is, so which is pretty cool. So the next book that I got is another slab book. I'm gonna show you real fast that I picked up. And honestly, for this next book, I wasn't looking for a slab. I was looking for the book raw, and this came up on, on the search. So this is Superman 182, and I know there's a lot of glare because I already put it in the Mylar and everything. So that this bend that you can see right here, this is the Mylar. This bend is not the book. So this is Superman 182, first Silver Age appearance of the Toyman. It's a Jerry Siegel story and a Kurt Swan cover. It's a PGX book. It's 8.0, which is fine with me. I really don't care, if it's a PGX or CGC or CBCS. But I paid $67 shipped for this book, already. So I had an 8.0, even if it's a grade lower, even if I say it's a 7.0. If people don't agree with that grade, it's still phenomenal price for a slab book. And a book this old from 1966 to still be in that great condition, So really happy to have it all day. I'll take that all day. So now we have my CGC submissions that I did at Big AppleCon, which was it was 3 books, 1 for Marky 316 and 2 for me, and it was the Jim Lee signatures. The reason I used CGC was because we did an order already for CBCS, and I didn't want to hinder that order because those books were already pressed because I had enough time to get them pressed. Since we found out Jim Lee the night before he was coming, I had to scramble and pick up 2 books, get out 2 books that I thought were worthy enough, or books that I would want him to sign for me. And since I didn't want to slow it down with the pressing, I ended up using their CCS service for pressing, which totally fucking sucks. And I'm telling you, it sucks. Never. I don't care who watches this video, who listens to me, or if they ban me. Like, I really don't care about that shit. You know what I mean? They can ban me all they want. I'll be happy. I'll be honored to be banned by CGC because they'll never, ever get my money again. And it's not just because it was them. It's just their customer service all around sucks. And if you're affiliated with a company, CCS, then you should handle it. You know what I mean? I work a business. I run a business. So I know how it is to deal with people and how polite you have to be. And they're just not nice people. So let me just tell you straight up. This one right here, I knew this one was going to come out in 98. I had this was my original cover, my Superman 205, signed by Jim Lee. I knew it was in good condition, but I pressed it anyway just because you never know. But this one didn't really have any ticks or anything like that, so I knew it was going to come back in 96, 98. So this one came back in 98, which is fine. You can see, there you go. Signed by Jim Lee, right there in silver. Really, really cool book, really beautiful. It's not a book that's really valuable, but it's an iconic cover. I love this image right here. I have a statue based on this drawing, so it's one of the books definitely I would love to put on my wall just because I just love the cover. Love this story also with Brian Azzarello. It was really good. Yeah, so that one. So then this next one here came back. This is this part of the Hush storyline, Batman 612. So this one came back a 9.4. A 9.4. I figured it would come back at least a 9.96 because it does have some indents here, but none of them are pressed out, man. And I paid for the pressing. I don't know if you can tell through the video. Let me see if I can get it. Maybe through the glare. See, you can't really tell to the video too much, but there's indents in there, man, that did not come out. There's also a slight like spine roll on it, where where you get the indents, the indent lay. When you lay books on top of each other, they didn't press that out. It's just they did a horrible job. If I didn't know any better, I would say that this book was not even pressed, man. It's not even pressed. But am I gonna crack it open, waste more money, to do all that, to get it repressed and regraded? I know I can get my boy Kenny to press it. It'll come back a grade higher, but then I have to worry about the yellow label already, and it's just too much nonsense in between to get it redone. It's okay with a 9.4. If I would have got it pressed properly and it came back a 9.4, I would have been happy. It would have been no big deal, because I'll take a 9.4. It's okay. It's not a big deal. But just because I can see all the pressable defects that the book still has, then that's what gets me a little annoyed, But like I said, they'll never get my money again. I've gotten too many issues with CGC already, with where they've done damage to my stuff, for just being careless. You know what I mean? So I'm done with them. I'm gonna stick to CBCS. I have an account with CBCS. NY Warriors, we have an account with them, and I'll do a couple of PGX orders here and there. Depends. I'm not 100% sure. But for now, we're sticking with CBCS. We have an account. We're good. So guys, I hope I didn't take too much of your time. 21 minutes, me rambling, talking all my shit, whatever. But I always appreciate you guys, and I know I don't say this enough on my videos. It's just I do them so fast, and I don't even think about it. But I just want to thank all my subscribers. It's been a long time. I haven't thanked anybody. I'm at 657 subscribers, and I think that's phenomenal that so many people want to listen to what I got to say, and I am appreciative of all of you guys. And I was thinking about doing a contest, but I seen there's some out there. I don't want to do another contest to make people do videos again, because I know sometimes it's a pain in the ass, but I'll think of something. If I hit that 700 mark in a couple of months or so, if I do hit it this year, then I'm gonna do something special. Maybe we'll do like a little hashtag, or we'll do something we give away at on the show live on the NY Warrior show. We do something special like that, and with the NY Warriors, you will give you something nice, something signed, something that normally you don't get. You only could get like in New York and stuff like that, So look forward to that. A lot of things to come. And that's it, guys. Until next time, peace.